morning. Hello.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
Good. You can have a seat, Keith. We'll bring you in just a little bit. Are you going to go on with him, or are you here for a little support? More support.
I'm an Uber.
Nice. About that life. Yeah, we'll do our intro and then we'll.
I'm way early.
Oh, you're
9:30. I just wanted to make sure because we're all the way out by Mitchell Lake.
Oh, gotcha.
Sometimes you can get here in 20 minutes, and other times it's 45.
No. I think Hector lives out the farthest. Yeah, he's on Teddy. Hi, come on in.
Most likely we'll be outside, so I said we're going to stay out.
If you want, we can bring you guys in.
Always.
We can kind of flip things just a little bit. Our 9:45 got here at 8:50 yesterday. Get you back to work. You got stuff to be doing.
Ready, Jen?
All right. Yep.
Morning, Kathy.
It's time for Today in Yuma with Jennifer Blackwell and Teresa Straub. You can listen to Today in Yuma weekdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on Z93 and
Morning,
Outlaw Country.
Kathy.
Opinions expressed herein are not necessarily those of station management. Feel free to give Jennifer and Teresa a call at 782-4321. And now, Today in Yuma.
I'll finish this right now. There we go. Ready?
Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Wednesday morning on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
Yes, that's if you're listening on the radio, but you can always watch us on the Eddie's Food and Drink Facebook Live feed.
You can, and don't forget they are your new neighborhood oasis at Eddie's Food and Drink in San Luis, Arizona, and they are your spot to stop after you participate in the Mayor's Bike Ride this Saturday.
That's right.
It's going to be the after party, if you will.
It will.
So head on over there. You can find them at 4492 East County 24.5 Street in San Luis.
That's right.
Good morning to Kathy and Mike and Kay, all dropping in on that Eddie's Food and Drink live feed this morning.
Yes, thank you for hanging out with us.
Yes, we have a busy Wednesday for you. We're going to be joined here momentarily by our friends from Kids Cuddle Kit Closet. We have Laura Hartman and Veronica Cabrales coming in. They're going to be talking about Fuddle's Fun Run on Saturday.
It's that time.
And then we have Keith Ware. He is going to be talking about school bus safety. Some of the stuff that he's going to share, it's going to kind of flabbergast you.
Yeah.
But it happens all too often. But he's got some very startling stats, if you will, on school bus safety. And then we have Mayor Nicholls coming in. He's going to be talking about that Mayor's Bike Ride on Saturday.
Sounds good.
Today is October 22nd already.
Wonderful.
I know. It's just flying by, isn't it?
Yes. And Halloween is indeed next week?
Yes. It is a week from Friday.
It is.
So if you have something coming up, let us know about it.
It's funny because there's a lot of things, of course, there's a lot of things going on in our community. And, you know, all of these carnivals and things, I'm like, gosh, it seems so early, but it's really not for like Halloween and stuff. I'm like, it's really not. It's only a week away. So in order to fit everything in, they got to start early. So
and they are doing that.
They are.
Well, today is Medical Assistance Recognition Day.
Love it.
It is also National Tavern Style Pizza Day.
You can go grab one at Sage and Sand.
Yes, you can.
They look delicious. Every time you post them.
And they have those delicious pizzas out at Eddie's Food and Drink, too.
They sure do.
It's also National Make a Dog's Day.
Aw.
I love this.
Are you going to go get her a pup cup?
I'm going to spoil her rotten this weekend.
That's right. I forgot.
We get the grand dog for a couple days, so she will be loved a lot. It's also National Color Day.
Okay.
And National Nut Day.
So almonds. You have to kind of stay away from them, huh?
No.
Pistachios. I like pistachios
too. They're good. I try and avoid a little bit of the salt, but Give me a road trip and sunflower seeds, and it's on.
It is on.
And it was.
That's hilarious.
Good morning, Roland.
Good morning.
All right, and Brian dropping in there too. All right, how about some birthdays?
Let's do it.
Because the mama of one of our birthday celebrants is joining us. I can see her right now on that Eddie's Food and Drink live feed. These are brought to you courtesy of Poor Behavior across from Harley Davidson. They were voted Yuma's best new restaurant, and they have some awesome food and drinks on the menu. Happy hour is from 3 to 6 p.m., and they do open at 3 o'clock today. From pizza to burgers to steaks, they have something for everyone.
That's right.
All righty. Celebrating today, we have Francis Flynn.
Aw. Also celebrating today is Robert Castillo.
And the one, the only, my soon-to-be, at some point, daughter-in-law, Destiny Nolan.
Aw, I love it.
Happy birthday, Destiny.
How old is she today?
I think she's 26 today.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
trying to math it, and
Time is flying by.
I think there's about 18 months between my husband and I, and then the same between Jace and Destiny.
Aw.
So I think she's 26. So happy birthday, Dessa.
Happy birthday. Also celebrating today, I saw this beauty this morning and didn't even realize it was her birthday. She was helping our kiddos get across the street safely over at the Pecan Grove. Isela Caro, we want to wish you a very happy birthday today.
And celebrating, too, we have Avery True Vanderloop. That came from her grandpa. So
Aww. One of our local monsters, Corey Cooper, is celebrating his birthday today.
that's all I have.
That's all I got.
We'll get those birthday wishes in. Yes, Kathy says, happy birthday, my beautiful baby girl, Destiny. Love you lots, lots, lots. So
Aww.
lots of love coming through there. Someone says stores are putting out Christmas decorations. They have been for months.
They have been.
Where have you been, Jack?
If you go to Hobby Lobby, they're already like 50% off.
Yeah.
In fact, I think they're 60% off the last time I saw it.
I voiced a Valentine's commercial yesterday.
I
which
know, I
is
couldn't believe
kind
that.
of out there for October. All right, well, get those birthdays in because on Monday we will do a drawing from this week's local birthdays, and one person will win a $50 Poor Behavior gift card.
I love it. Yeah, there's multiple ways you can get it in. One of the easiest ways is by going to monstermediayuma.com. Click on that Today in Yuma tab. Look for that Poor Behavior cupcake. Fill out the entry form. It goes directly to our inbox.
Share those birthdays with us, including
Yes.
your own, because you just might be that lucky winner.
You just might.
All right, yeah, that rain yesterday.
Random.
Very, very weird.
It was very weird. Yesterday morning we were talking about it. When I took Eli to school, I could see that it was raining in the distance. And then when we got on air, we got reports of it raining on 32nd Street and sprinkles randomly. And then the same thing happened in the evening. We had went to into Walmart and we came out and I'm like, oh, look at that pretty rainbow. And it smelled like rain. And Eli goes, it's sprinkling, Mom. And it was. And then of course I text you so that we get our rain update. She goes, it's pouring at my house.
It was weird. It was about my neighbor's his son came over, rang the doorbell, and he goes, Jennifer, it's raining. So I come outside.
Yeah.
And his dad's just inside the garage across the street, and he's like, we need you to get the news covered.
Yeah.
So it was weird.
I love it.
He goes, don't worry, it'll end in like 2 minutes. And it was probably totally about 10 minutes of rain.
We got 10 minutes. I love it.
I mean, it was nice.
Yeah.
Certain places got nothing. But I saw lightning this morning about 4:45 coming in off to the northeast, I think. And it still showed a slight chance of showers up through the right up until 7 a.m.
Well, it did indeed rain because on the way to work, Kevin got some rain, and I'm right around the corner from the station, and my car was indeed wet. It wasn't just like a sprinkle; it was indeed still wet. An hour later. So yeah, we got a little bit of something. I don't know how, but we did.
It was good.
It
but
was.
We are going to dry out. We're looking at highs today around 90, 91 degrees. A little bit cooler in those outer line parts of Yuma County, so maybe 89 and a half.
Okay.
I don't know.
And a half.
The weather's
okay.
going to do what the weather's going to do, okay?
It is.
All right. Are you ready for a break?
All right.
Our guests are lining up in the green room, if you will, raring to go this morning.
It looks mighty orange
well,
right now.
It is the orange room, courtesy of DJ Hector B.
Yes.
Today in Yuma is brought to you by Quick Refrigeration, celebrating almost 70 years in business in the Yuma community. They've been keeping Yumans cool and warm for all that time. You can find out more on their website at getcoolquick.com.
And Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros. Make sure to check out edwhiteheadstirepros.com, where you can shop for tires, view their services, or schedule an appointment, all from the ease of your phone or computer. That's edwhiteheadstirepros.com.
And a shout out to our friends at Yuma Nelson on Pacific Avenue. You can find them across from Yuma Palms. If you're a contractor and you want a partner that really gets your, maybe the kind of concept for getting things done right, aligns, you can reach out to them. They can help you out. Give them a call too at 928-341-1993.
And Neverlow Smoke and Vape Lounge at 2760 South 4th Avenue. They are Yuma's best vape lounge because they carry vaping products and accessories that you cannot find anywhere else. They have a wide variety of cigars, exotic drinks, and snacks. Don't forget about that cookies, merchandise room, and their sister company, Neverlow Glass Gallery.
We'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country. Right. All right, Fuddle. Come on in.
Fuddle.
Has been serving Arizona for over 20 years.
Thanks, you guys.
Deer season is here, so
Have a seat over there.
Come on
do
in.
alignments, brakes, oil changes, AC work, inspections, preventive maintenance, and more.
How are you?
Great, how are you?
Good. Don't forget you're on Facebook Live.
Find her online at edwhiteheadstirepros.com. You don't want us to embarrass ourselves.
You know, we try to remind people just in case. There is
never do anything to embarrass myself.
You know what? There is a lot of people there's certain people that we always make sure to remind because we know them very well.
That they're on air.
Yes. And then there's some that I tell them, and they're like, oh, I didn't realize.
Turn it towards Dr. Hartman just a little bit that way. There you go. And it's funny because those particular people, it's every time.
Every time they're like, oh yeah.
By the way, don't forget you're live, and they're like, oh, thank you.
Thank you for the reminder.
Favorite card games at a reasonable price.
That cracks me up.
Plus, we have a great selection of games to choose from. You could find.
Have you heard The Witch yet?
Packs and
No.
single cards.
She's out, huh?
She's out.
I love it.
Crawled out of that cauldron for the season.
I love when she does her witch voices and her cats. Sound effects.
Yes.
Sound effects.
We have access to a plethora of sound effects, but you know, sometimes things just.
She does a good witch. She does a good cat. You know, those types of things. So yeah.
It's not sustainable though.
No.
It's like small little sound effects here and there.
It's so funny.
We still have Sprague's after this.
Yes.
That's Sprague's next.
Yes.
That's a long way away. It's like that's.
It's a weird color.
That's not nearsighted. That's not farsighted. It's green. I mean, you're a professional, right?
Yep, that is the tough distance.
I got my reminder that I'm due in November. And I'm like, oh, I got all kinds of time. Wait.
Nope, it's a couple weeks away.
Industry-leading quality and trend-setting design to protect and complement your vehicle. That's Snug Top. Truckmates is also the home of expert spray and bed liners, spraying mil-spec protected coatings, committed to unwavering excellence and unparalleled customer service. Expert liners with available national warranty coverage and installed by Yuma's most experienced spray-on team at Truckmates. Truckmates is also the home for BDS suspensions, the highest quality aftermarket suspension lift kits, leveling kits, and
Don, lucky it's storming in Fresno.
trucks and Jeep enthusiasts. And don't forget 3M window tinting.
I got a couple little sprinkles last night.
Yeah.
Did you get any this morning?
No.
It rained at our house about 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Consistently for about 10 minutes. And then it like,
Just
it's
one
like,
cloud.
oh, wait, what are we doing?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It's Today in Yuma. You can also watch what Jennifer and Teresa are doing right now on Facebook Live.
Here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
It is about time for Fuddle's Fun Run, and we have Dr. Laura Hartman and Veronica Cabrales here, who are speaking on behalf of Kids Cuddle Kit Closet. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I can't believe it's this time of year already, but the weather's cooler.
It's nice. It'll be hopefully a wonderful day. So
I am expecting that to be the case.
Yes. Mhm.
So this Saturday, right?
this Saturday, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, let's kind of remind people what Kids Cuddle Kit Closet is, what they do, and then we'll talk about the run and how people can participate in that.
Sure. Well, we're a local nonprofit. We've been around since 2008, and we have 3 different programs for the community. We have our school program, where we have a liaison from every school that kind of keeps tabs of what's going on, and if children are in need of kindness, they send us a referral. And then we have our pediatric program, and we have kids at both On Vita and Exceptional now, and every child that's admitted to On Vita gets a cuddle kit specifically tailored to their age
group. Okay.
Age group. And then we have our Kindness Makes a Difference Day that's coming up in December, where we invite 8 kids from every elementary school in Yuma County to Winter Haven and South County to a day of over-the-top kindness. And we actually do something every summer too, our 6 weeks of summer. It's not really a program, but we've been doing that.
Kindness Makes a Difference kind of campaign where you do several different things over the course of several weeks.
And it has not officially a program, but that's another part of it.
It's been pretty consistent too, and you did some great things this summer too.
I think this is our 4th summer.
Ever since pretty much COVID, we were trying to get people back in the community, get kids back out in the community, help some of the local businesses out. So that's where that child came from.
Movies, the museum, different experiences and stuff like that. No, that's awesome.
And then we have our fun run, which is our fundraiser that we have yearly. This is our 10th annual.
All right, well, let's talk about that. It's Fuddle's Fun Run this Saturday morning.
Yes.
And where's it taking place this year?
So this year it's at HLS.
Is that where it was last year?
It was last year, yes. We had to relocate after Smuckers.
After Smuckers.
So HLS has been kind enough to allow us to use their venue, and it worked out fairly well last year. We had some good positive feedback from it, so we decided to do that venue again. And check-in will start at 8 a.m. You can register the day of or before online, and check-in starts at 8 a.m. The actual run will take off at 8:45. Between 8 a.m. and 8:30, they'll hang out, and then about 8:30, we'll have the Kofa cheers going to come warm up the kids and get them stretched out and ready to go. And then about 8:45 is when the first wave will go.
Now, is it a run? Is it a race?
It's a fun run. So some kids have their own internal competition, but my son was like, "Did I win?" So he tried to be first last year, but really, it's just a fun run. So you can jog, walk. You can bring a stroller. This course is a little different. There's not a lot of sidewalks, so it's like an all-terrain stroller. But parents can run with their children if they want. They can pay $5 to do that, or the kids can run by themselves. You can pretty much see the children along the whole course. So if they want to run on their own, that's fine.
You guys make it's a fun run. So there's different things that go. You don't want to rush through it because there's things to do around the course.
Right. There's a water station where they run through and get squirted with water. There's color where we have teenage volunteers often who are throwing color on them. There's a blow-up obstacle course they'll go through. There's some tires. There's bubbles. So so they can take their time if they want. If they want some extra color, they'll just stop and let someone throw the color on them. And so that's fine too. And they'll do 2 laps through there, and so they'll get double the color, double the water. And
does the color come after or before the water? I'm trying to figure.
The water usually comes first, so it'll stick real good on them. Yes. Yes.
No, this is awesome. Yeah. Well, if they do pre-register, they save a little money.
Yes, it's $15 if you pre-register, and it's $20 the day of.
Okay.
And they'll receive a race bag that'll come with a few items inside. Onvita's sponsoring, so there's a headband with Onvita, Barkley Company, Reichman Ag, and Corona Optique, My Little Eye Shop, all are kind of our big sponsors, so the bags are sponsored by them too. So.
Okay. And what ages does this happen to be ideal for?
It's really 13 and under. It can, like I said, you can bring a stroller if you want your little one to go with you, but we try to gear it toward 13 and under. Anyone older than that can run as a parent. But
and again, $5 for parents if they want to run with the kids.
Yes.
Do they have to go through the obstacles too?
You can choose to avoid it if you'd like. Just put up a big stop sign to the kids, tell them not to get you.
Amber has a sad face and said her youngest is too old now.
Oh.
But Braxton's been going probably since he was able to walk.
Probably, it's our 10th year, so he can come volunteer though.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, you can still participate in other ways, I'm sure.
My kids have all outgrown and are volunteering now too, and so
you mentioned the teenagers. It's a great way for them to get out of the house too and give back because they have fun.
They do. They have a blast. They usually end up with color on them too. So
they go from being the ones that receive it to being able to distribute it
to
everybody else. So which. Just like when they get too old to trick or treat, and they enjoy giving out candy.
So it's a great way for kids to give back.
Yes.
So.
It is. Now, again, that's taking place this Saturday. How do they pre-register?
We do have a site up right now. It's fuddlesfunrun2025.eventbrite.com.
Okay.
And I mean, you can also get the links like on our Facebook or
That's what I
our
was gonna. I'm gonna
Instagram.
pull it up on your Facebook
I have
page.
the flyer pinned on our page. There are QR
thank
codes
you.
there.
Yes.
So you can scan those as well if you want to register that way.
Yes.
Just makes it easier. But just fun events, fun things taking place throughout the morning. How long is this expected to last?
So it kind of depends on how nice the day is, because there are booths that will be there that will have activities. We'll have food vendors, snow cones and lemon and donuts, and we'll have a DJ, and we do play games in between. So we have games and prizes. So we try to make it a fun, and there's jumpers too. So we'll try to make it fun so the family can run and then also hang out if it's a nice
Okay.
day. So I would say usually we start wrapping up around 11 or so.
Close to 11.
Yeah, close to 11.
I'm on the Facebook page and it says sponsors needed.
We are always needing
you still need-
sponsors.
okay.
They're always hard
Our
to sponsors.
program is fully funded by sponsorships from our community.
And let's kind of backtrack just a little bit and talk about the kits that you deliver to the exceptional as well as on Vita.
Yes.
They're age appropriate. What are these? Are they still pillowcases?
They are still
Okay.
pillowcases, and we will have a stuffing station at the run, so kids will have that pay it forward piece at the run to
love
do.
it.
So they'll have a cuddle kit, a pillowcase with a book, a stuffed animal, a pair of socks, and a coloring book. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, and the pillowcase is hand
And
sewn.
the thank you card.
Okay.
Yep. Oh yeah, and a thank you card, because then in the cuddle kit,
Yes.
a child gets a thank you card to then pay it forward again. So we're always trying to pay some kindness forward to someone.
What a
So
wonderful idea. And it's been around for a number of years. I think 17 years for the organization, and what did you
did
say?
your homework.
Over 10.
yeah, 10 years for the run.
Yeah, you said the year. I did the math.
Yes. Yeah, it started with the Moms Club and then with the hospital, and then we've expanded since then.
Oh,
so.
that is so awesome. Well, we encourage you to get out there and check it out and cheer on the little runners too.
Yes.
Yeah.
They need cheerleaders too.
They do, yes.
Well, thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you
today.
for having
Thank
us.
you.
Always a pleasure. We are going to take our Village and Pizza Parlor selfie here in the studio. We'll be back talking about school bus safety with Keith Ware after this on Z93 and Outlaw Country. The show is brought to you by Pima Federal Credit Union. Stop by the branch today and find out about all the services they offer. You can find them at 454 West Catalina Drive, or check out their website if you'd like to browse from the comfort of your own chair or home. You can do that at pimafederal.org.
And the Broken Yoke Cafe, they are open Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, with happy hour from noon to 2. Saturday and Sunday, they are open until 3. And yes, they have all your pumpkin favorites. They have pumpkin spice pancakes, pumpkin cream cold brew, pumpkin teenies, and those brand new autumn spice donut bites with a caramel pumpkin cream cheese dip. I know it's always so long.
Sounds good.
It does sound good. You can find it at the Broken Yoke.
And Allo provides high-speed internet personalized for your life. No matter what stage of life you're in, they'll help you find a way to tailor your service to your needs. Find out more today at allofiber.com. We'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you very much.
I will include the flyer too. I've been doing stuff like, especially on Saturdays, the morning of.
Okay, thank
Usually
you.
very early because I'm up. So people kind of have a list. Oh, I can do that and that and that.
And you know what?
We have two.
We have 2 codes if you want to do a giveaway.
Oh, awesome.
Okay,
Cool.
this website right here with this code.
Okay.
They don't
And I'll
have
give
young ones
2 running
either.
trees.
Okay. And it's good for both of them?
Yes. Two running
runs.
trees. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that code will get 2 running trees.
All right.
Perfect. Here we go.
Get our pictures in.
When your home
1,
fills up
2,
with family,
3.
Allo Fiber makes sure that space is a
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
We'll
Yes.
see you later.
All right.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My best friend takes her kids and her nieces and nephews
nice.
every year.
Get out there and have a good time. All right. We'll see you guys later. All right. You ready?
better TV and internet service and marketing.
You can come in and be in no man's land. If you want to come in.
There, no man's land.
There's such a thing.
Yes,
there is.
because of the camera. Yes, that is no man's land right there.
She sits in the corner there.
All right, let's sit over here.
I'll lock it so no one can see.
Which side?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, whichever one you feel like.
Her mother tested positive for the BRCA gene mutation. That makes her
You're acting all nervous. You've been in the hot seat many times.
I have.
Yeah, you're fine.
I guess it's different there than. The unknown.
Teresa, turn the camera just a little bit that way. Oh,
I got it.
okay, right there. You're good. She's
It likes
not
to
in
tilt.
it.
Tricky and put you in.
Catch me in the corner.
No, I was trying to have him not hanging right off the edge of the camera. So, good morning. Jonathan's watching from Dallas.
Good morning.
Dallas Fort Worth. And Kathy from San Antonio.
Talk to your doctor about genetic counseling. This message is proudly brought to you by Liberty Motorsports.
We still have a few more after this.
One more. This one and then we're good.
In
20 seconds. Got it.
Neverlow Smoke and Vape Lounge, 2760 South 4th Avenue, and Neverlow Glass Gallery at 1910
here we go.
South 4th Avenue.
The Today in Yuma phone lines are open. Give Jennifer and Teresa a call at 782-4321.
Yeah. When I set him down, I turned him off and forgot to turn it back on.
All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
Joining us this morning, we have community member Keith Ware in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you here.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me and bringing awareness to the School Bus Safety Week.
Well, does that officially kick off on the 24th?
20th to the 24th.
Okay, so we're right in the thick of it
We're
this
in
week
it.
too.
Yes.
But this is the safety information is something we could utilize all year long.
Absolutely.
Because you're going to share some information with us that will probably be startling to a lot of people about how many infractions we have involving school buses.
Right.
So we're going to talk about that today. And remember that safety is everyone's job.
Yes.
You know, whether you're on a bus, you have children on a bus, or you're driving a vehicle near those buses. So it's as community members, we all play a part in making sure that our children stay safe.
Right. And that's the most dangerous aspect of school is getting to and from.
Yeah.
I mean, and who would have thought that, you know?
Right.
But we have, again, a lot of stats that say otherwise. Well, let's talk about how many incidents each year that involve people failing to stop for school buses, because we see it all the time. And I know, I don't know, I will see someone, like, I think yelling's going to help. No, wait. You know, so how many situations do we have a year?
So we are getting about 900 instances a year.
In Yuma?
In Yuma
Oh,
alone.
my goodness.
And so far this school year, we've been in session about 3 months. We've got over 300.
Oh goodness. And what type of incidences are we talking about?
Running through the red light when a bus is at a stop, when the children are crossing the street to get to the bus and get on the bus, or leaving. Right. So this is just the bus instances, not crosswalks or other places.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
so that's a staggering number. 300 so far this year, and we can expect about 900.
Do we think that is lack of attention, or there's still maybe people who don't know? Do they get confused if it's on a highway that's not divided?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's inattentive driving, you're in a hurry to get to a meeting.
All of it?
Could combination of all of it, or thinking it's a wide enough lane that you can pass safely, but there is no, kids run. They don't, I mean, kindergartners.
And they're fast, and they'll dart out quickly.
They will, and trying to stop, and I mean, it could be a tragic situation.
Absolutely, and we don't want any of those incidents to happen.
No.
Well, you know, we talk about the drivers aren't just behind the wheel; they're guardians of our kids too. They're community members, and it might be their own child on that bus, but that regardless, those children are someone's children.
Yes, and being a bus driver's got to be extremely stressful. You've got not just these instances where they see the car going past and they're looking to see if any kid's running, but they've got to navigate traffic and and keeping the kids calm and everything on their bus. I mean, it's a lot goes into it. Yes, because kids get on the bus and they're having fun. They're playing and talking, and they want to sit next to their friends. And you've got this huge vehicle. You're navigating traffic, and as winter rolls in, we get more winter visitors. Our traffic increases, and it's stressful. And we have a little over 200 bus drivers or transportation employees. 180 buses.
Is that through District 1 in the high school district, the consortium?
Yes, that's part of the consortium.
Okay.
And they'll drive 2 million miles a year.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot of miles.
Yeah, it is. Well, in a standard vehicle, you have 2 or 3 people, a couple of kids in there, and they start making noise. Just the typical back and forth. You amplify that by 40 plus children in a school bus,
Right.
and it can be chaotic in there. My brother drove a bus for a while. My cousin did when she was able to do so. It was her favorite job ever. She loved being a part of those kids' lives.
Right.
Every day, you get to know one another and form those relationships too. Sometimes it's one of the first people you see in the morning.
It is.
A positive way to start your day. It's not always the case. Unfortunately, we've had some situations too. Personalities vary.
They do.
People don't always click like they should, but then at the end of the day too, that's who your child often sees before they make it home.
Right.
So again, it can be very difficult. You get a lot of noise in there, and maybe some aren't sitting down, and you throw technology in there, and kids they're on different devices. That
Right.
adds an
To the
elevated
chaos
noise
inside of
level.
it.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so you got noise. I mean, it's chaos inside. Well, chaos, but it's kids being kids inside of a
Yeah.
bus, and kids on their way. Right? They'll see their friend at the bus already, and they don't see the peripheral. They don't
Yeah.
look. They just see the target, and they run straight to their friend because they want to tell them something that they saw. And so,
Well, and the same with the kids and their parents. I think that's what, why it's so important that a lot of times they're thinking, oh, they're just stopping because the kids are getting off. But there is kids, parents that might be across the street, and those kids are going to their parents, and they're counting on all those cars to actually stop when that stop sign is out.
Right.
So yes, there's a reason that stop sign is out. Those kids do cross the street. Some of them do have to cross and get to the other side.
right. And we should be asking the adults in the situation to be more aware of creating a
Definitely.
safe environment for them. It's important that parents talk to their kids and explain to them to look both ways all the time. But those of us that have been trusted to drive on the roads need to do our part.
Yeah.
And, texting or any distracted driving, meetings, all of that can wait because it takes them 5 minutes at the most to get all the kids on the bus and move forward. So you're not.
And we see this all the time, the people that get frustrated. We see some of the comments on social media. If you live or you have to travel through a bus route, either leave earlier, leave later if you can. You get to know the patterns. And for the most part, there is consistency because that is essential when you're getting the kids to school. But I know it can be frustrating. But you know what? I don't encounter traffic on the road in the morning, but I'm also on the road at 4:30 in the morning. But when I was coming in a little bit later, there was a bus stop on Avenue B, and it was very dark in that location. And someone rallied to get additional lighting because in the winter, it's pitch black in the morning.
Right.
So and kids like to kind of sit up on the edge of the sidewalk too, which was near a very busy highway. That worried me a lot. So when I saw some of those changes implemented, gave me a little peace of mind because I was familiar with what was going on, but what if someone wasn't and they turned quickly on that street, not knowing that there were kids there kind of posted up close to that roadway.
We've got a great community when something like that, a situation is brought to the attention of whichever government entity it is. I see a lot of support for doing the right thing, and putting in a light is the right thing to do to shed light on it. And so we've got those, and by all means, if there are any others like that out there, we should.
And
Absolutely.
there I've seen it. There's community members that see the kids will be sitting on the curb, and I've seen that they've built some benches so that they can be off the curb, even a little further back. It sits a little further back from the sidewalk, so it's not impeding the sidewalk. But it gives them a safe place to sit, so they're not sitting on the curb. Again, they're kids. I get it. I was lucky when I'm growing up. My bus stop, there was a fence that we could actually sit on, and things like that. So, and it's having these conversations with our kiddos too. It's not only the drivers, but as parents, if your kids are going to be riding the bus, have these conversations. Say, you know what, right now, 6:30, 7 o'clock, some of these kids are going, getting to the bus stop. It's still fairly dark. Have the conversation. Say, you know what, it's not a good idea to sit on the curb. Why don't you sit, sit back away from the curb. People can't see you. Have those conversations too.
And I know we all like to think our children are absolute angels when they're not in our line of sight. But sometimes kids can get a little rambunctious and stuff, and you throw that into with inattentiveness, and it can be a recipe for disaster, which we don't want. Now, Kay says, do the buses have cameras? Perhaps can put them on so police can issue tickets. And that's for the vehicles running red lights or other infractions around buses.
We've had great relationships with law enforcement. Unfortunately, law enforcement has to witness the situation to issue a citation. And in the board meeting during the discussion of this, they mentioned that law enforcement has even gone as far as riding on the bus to witness situations.
Wow.
And in areas where we have repeated instances, right? So that the law enforcement will go out there and help. And so then you have an officer that witnesses it and they can issue a citation. But if the officer's not there, we can't.
And that's what we see a lot. It's like, well, they weren't there to see it happen, so you could just be saying something and, you know, it might not be factual.
So they are able to address the habitual locations that they tend to get, because the bus drivers will report back on those and say, hey, last few days we've had vehicles running through this, and so they'll contact law enforcement, and they're very responsive.
Well, Keith, do you know if our bus barns are fully staffed? Are there any opportunities to fill those positions?
We've done good. There is a bit of a turnover. The district has done a good job at incentivizing and compensating our drivers well, and I think that's slowed down substantially over the last
turnover?
couple. Yes.
Okay. And Kate also says, why do buses not have seat belts? I've seen a couple different reports on this.
I have too, and I really don't know. It's an interesting thought that we're used to seatbelts. Now it's just part of life, but the buses don't, and I don't know why they don't.
All right. Well, someone with a higher pay grade, find out
for us.
And let us know. Jack used to walk to school wearing a snowsuit. He did not grow up in Yuma, by the way. And then Kay is asking, do they still practice exiting out of the back of the bus? It's a big jump for the little ones. I remember this all throughout school, even when I wasn't a bus
fire
rider.
drills and that. Yep.
I know that Ollie did it in preschool. They did the great shakeout. They do different drills, so I'm sure it's definitely part of it.
Bus driver, and in many cases, a monitor on the bus. So you've got two adults that can help the small children off of the bus.
Okay, that's important to keep in mind too, because I didn't think it can be a pretty big leap there.
Yes, they're tall vehicles.
They are.
You've got 3-4 steps to get into it, so you have that height getting out the back.
Oh my goodness! And what'd you say? Over 200.
I still remember doing those growing up. We had the two people standing on the back, so you could use their the two biggest, so you can use their shoulders to get down safe. Right. I remember those drills.
See, that means they had an impact.
They did.
And they are still doing the bus drills. It's important because even if they're not a typical bus rider, they may go on field trips.
Well, that's when it's even more important because they're not on the bus on a regular basis. They're not familiar with how the bus works.
Right, those students.
Tanya says, Google the Arizona Driver's License Manual, and page 30 delineates the rules regarding school bus safety.
Okay, there you go.
Yes, and the district has got some trifold brochures that they're handing out. I know they're doing a kind of a campaign to push this information out, Parent Square, sending home stuff with the kids, and just asking the community to take, on Facebook, they've got this on there. You can share those, and just those conversations that we can have with our family and friends, and understanding that nothing is more important than a child's safety.
You're right.
Definitely.
Well, Victor says, I'm a retired school bus driver, 30 years, and I loved every second of it. Thank you for that, Victor.
We have quite a few listeners that are bus drivers. I run into them periodically, but again, they do a hard job, and if we can be, a little bit more diligent and patient, I think is the big key word there is be patient. Again, not only are they, trying to get our kiddos to their destination safely, but they're also, once they're getting off the bus or, they want to make sure they get home safely, not just to the bus stop, but they want to make sure that they make it home safe.
And the bus drivers establish a relationship with these children over the years.
They do.
I see them give them high fives, they're talking, they eventually know their names and they're talking, and so I can't imagine what it would if we had a tragic incident that the bus drivers established a relationship, and they really want these kids to be safe, and they're kind of at the mercy of traffic. Right?
One of the sweetest people that I knew, she was one of my bus drivers in high school. We lived in a rural area, so you spent a little more time on the buses with them. And I was, when I was back home recently, I was reading through the obituaries and stuff, and she just passed away not too long ago. And I'm thinking, well, you know, that was many years ago when I was in high school. So she worked a long career as a bus driver. Because I remember my little sister, several years later, she was her bus driver.
I remember the day that our bus driver changed after having him for, you know, probably 3 years. It was like, oh, where did he go? You know, they do build these relationships. And it's important that they do that because, you know, then the kids are more apt to behave and sit still. And if the bus driver tells them something, they're going to listen, you know.
Right,
so
they establish that relationship so
Yeah.
that they can then have a more orderly
yeah.
trip so everybody gets there without any
I
issues.
got a text from Dan, and he said evacuation would take forever if they had to help all kids out of seatbelts.
Very true.
Yes, that would be.
So I didn't think of that, especially if you're dealing with the younger ones
Again,
too.
people that probably deal with this on a regular basis,
Yes.
you know. So
Yes. Well, let's all do our part. If you have a driver's license, please make sure that you are paying attention. Again, it's those distractions that are really getting us every day. And I know the school buses, you know, if they were only a little bigger and a little brighter, that we would all see them, right?
Yeah, oh, yes.
They're giant yellow rectangles
They're-
with stop signs and lots of lights. So let's be responsible and keep our children safe, and your children and our, you know, they're our future. Let's watch out for those kiddos.
Definitely.
Well,
And thank you for the opportunity to talk about
it's
this
important.
today.
We appreciate
It
you
is.
coming in and sharing with us.
I still can't believe that number, you know, 900, and we're already at 300 this year. So
Let's
oh my
hope that we
goodness.
can reduce that this year.
Let's keep that number low.
It's not a record. It's not a record we want to break.
No, definitely not.
Well, again, thank you so much for coming in and joining us.
Absolutely.
Coming up next, we're going to have Mayor Doug Nicholls joining us to talk about bicycles, and we'll share some bicycle safety in there as well. We're going to take our Village and Pizza Parlor selfie here in the studio. We'll be back after this. The show is brought to you by FanQuest Comics and Games, Yuma's premier comic book and game store at 850 West 32nd Street, Suite number 1. Stop by and see what they have in the shop, but also join that Facebook group. They have lots of cool stuff there under FanQuest Comics and Games.
And Brewers Restaurant and Sports Bars, your go-to get-together spot. Cheer on your favorite teams with an ice-cold beer, great food, and 2 locations open for your convenience. And that airport location opens early, and you do not have to catch a flight to eat there. They have free validated parking at Brewers.
And the Peanut Patch is open for the season at 4322 East County 13th Street. They have tasty treats for every occasion. They have a wide variety of gifts for every occasion. Lots of different nuts available. It is National Nut Day.
It sure is.
Head on over there and check out the different types of treats they have. Don't forget that famous peanut brittle at the Peanut Patch.
And we also want to recognize Sprague Sports. Again, they are your hunting and shooting headquarters, and it is time to start preparing for those fall hunts, and they can help you do so. Whether you need ammo, ear protection, anything you could possibly need, you can find at Sprague Sports. And don't forget to go to Spragues.com and sign up for their mailing list as well.
Hey, from ammo to camo, Spragues has you covered.
Oh, there you go.
We'll be back after the break. And yes, there is a takeover. It is the Pink Party at Wheezy's taking place today until close this evening in the foothills to benefit Bridget's gift. Kay was asking about that. So head on over there. You can do so starting at 11. We'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
Ammo, she did.
Yeah.
She did.
They should take that.
My brain is scary.
They should take that. That is awesome.
Out of nowhere. All right, here we
You
go.
said
You
ammo.
want in?
I had camo.
Do you want to get in?
Come
on.
Too.
We'll
It's
get everyone
okay.
in.
My cheerleader.
1, 2, 3.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Good to see you guys.
You too.
Thank you for driving in and sharing that good info. Hi. Anything else you need? We'll happily share.
Yeah, hopefully I come back next year with lower numbers.
Yes. That's the goal, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I know it's been a while.
Yes.
Experience our limited time autumn menu. Imagine sipping on our creamy, sweet, come on in. To our fluffy pumpkin spice pancakes.
Come on, have a seat.
Pumpkin spice pancakes.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Go-to spot for breakfast and brunch all season long.
It's been a while. Engagements and babies and
All sorts of other.
lots of other happening.
All good stuff, really.
Yes.
We've been very blessed.
Yes.
Good.
There's some very positive things happening. It's just I got to slow down to enjoy them.
Yeah, that's the thing to remember.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you guys?
Good. Staying busy.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, staying busy. Extra busy lately. I forgot that I have to go to Lutz tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's where
Taking Jeffrey?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Jeffrey with. That's where Keith's celebration of life is gonna be. So I get to go plan the menu.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm working on
Very
a
good.
video still. So
Don't forget to order the picture too.
oh yeah.
Yeah. We took over that responsibility, so his daughter didn't have to worry about that stuff.
Ah, okay. Good.
Just one less thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's got a lot on her plate.
It's amazing how fast just little things cause a lot of stress.
Yes.
So when you take off something like that, that's great.
Yep.
Is this a new club, Yuma High Power?
No, they've been around for several years.
Really?
Yeah, one of the Cal is involved in it, and his neighbor does 3D printing, so he just had that made for us.
They're very seasonal because they don't usually shoot during the summer.
He is one of the hardcore. He's here year round, so they'll still go out at least twice a week, early in the morning, and do shooting. But yeah, it's a pretty cool club.
Wow. I've looked up the clubs. I don't remember seeing that one.
Yeah.
Must be looking at the wrong list. So.
Well, if you need a card, I think I have like 3 of them here.
All right, I'll always do
that way you can look it up.
Thanks.
Liz, we are talking about the mayor's bike ride today.
Yes. Here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
Joining us now, we have Mayor Doug Nicholls in the studio with us. Hello.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Good to have you back.
Thank you.
Well, Teresa's really been pumping it up for a couple weeks now.
I'm excited.
She's been, getting in gear for this big ride on Saturday as well. Is it the 9th annual?
It's the 9th. The annual's a tough word because we did that 1 year skip for COVID, so it's the 9th. That's why I'm just saying the 9th.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming up on Saturday.
Yes, and we're you mentioning the 9th. So we've tried a few things different this year in preparation for the 10th. Because the 10th we want to make super huge. So different outreach and things. So, but yes, this is the 9th, and it's on Saturday. 7 o'clock at the convention centers when we start getting organized, and 8 o'clock we hit the road. So everyone's welcome. This year, one of the things we're doing different is online you can pre-register. So it still costs you nothing. Just go to the city website, click on the bike ride, and you can pre-fill out all the stuff that you have to do when you get to the race or the ride, and so you don't have to do that morning. It helps us, kind of know where things are going on the numbers. But this is kind of something new. If for some reason life just doesn't happen, or you magically get free on Saturday morning and you didn't pre-register, that's fine. You can still do it there at the event.
But again, it saves everyone some time. Not only do you not have to get there at 7, you can get there. You can get there a little bit later. But you want to get there early because there is a lot of things that go on. Pre-ride to kind of get everybody ready.
Plus, when we run out of T-shirts, we run out of T-shirts.
Yeah.
So
we have some questions for you.
Okay.
Is Mexico requiring a passport to get in?
The United States is requiring a passport to get in. But
And will Mr. Mayor be riding?
Yes. My bike's all tuned up.
Yeah.
Over at Mr. B's, that's where they're a big supporter, and bought a power assist for my wife so she could have a nice ride.
Did she ride last year?
She did.
Okay.
Yeah. This was just, she's done it a couple of years and she's kind of getting into it. So we thought that'd be a great thing. But we calculated the age on my bike. Yeah, it's been a while.
So you need a new one next.
I probably need a new one. But
for the 10th next year.
we could maybe budget that in the personal side of life. But no, it's I'm ready to ride. Intention is always to ride the whole time.
Well, again, going back to Jack's question, passport to get in, just bring your documentation. You may not have a passport, but as long as you have your documentation, you'll be okay.
Right.
And that's only if you want to go across. They're having celebration once you get over to the border. You can go across. They're going to have a little block party there.
Right.
But some people are opting to head on back, just kind of hit the border and then come on back to Yuma afterwards.
But you have to find your own way back. If you come back with us across the border and then go back north with us, White Cat's waiting to take you home, or at least to Civic Center. So that's kind of the benefit of sticking around for the party besides the party. But yeah, some people just don't want to go into Mexico, or they don't have the time, and I respect that, and that you're more than welcome on the ride. At any point you need to pull off, that's fine.
The city of Yuma is watching you, by the way.
Yes, Brisa said City of Yuma is watching you.
Aren't they always watching me though?
Since it starts at the Civic Center
Yes.
and then heads south, are our friends from Mexico coming down to the Civic Center to start there with
Yes. They actually they organize their own transportation north, and they end up coming here. We've had groups as far away as Ensenada.
Okay, wow.
But fairly regularly, Mexicali sends people, Tijuana sends people, San Luis Rio, Colorado comes up. So we're spreading it a little bit more. Rocky Point, we got a good friend down there that has made it up for the last 3 or 4 years. So we definitely, and that's the intention of the ride, is to make sure it's open to everybody, regardless of where you are. Part of the reason why it's free is we want to make sure there's no barriers to having this ride, and to really demonstrate how we work cross-border, how the relationships are strong, and we're just people riding along a bike. I mean, you can't be all dressed up riding a bike. You can't look like super important riding a bike. You're just struggling with everybody or whatever else. So
you're all people.
And it seems like it's a super long, difficult ride, but it really isn't. You guys make it easy. There's plenty of stops along the way with snacks and drinks, and plenty of time to cool off and rehydrate before you get on the road to the next stop.
Right. And it's well supported. We have just about every law enforcement agency in the region, including CHP. I think they're showing up again this year, but from across the other border to help support. And if you cramp up or have an accident or whatever, they're there for that. But they also just keep the traffic calm as we're going down 95, which is the big thing.
All right. Well, I know that last year we had a larger crowd than the previous year.
Yes.
Is there any idea kind of what we're expecting?
Well, I'm saying 400. Last year we had over 300. We had about 310. Our online registrations are approaching 200. And
nice.
I mean, part of Yuma is we kind of wait the last minute, right?
Well, and I think a lot of people, it is a little bit different from last year. Last year you kind of had that pre-party, which was absolutely fun.
It was.
But I know that within the Yuma Bike Life, just on Monday, I think I signed up 6 people, just helping them through because they didn't realize, and it's like, what, get it done. So that way all you have to do is pick up your number and your shirt and you're ready to go. Gives you time to hang out and get ready for the ride. It is super easy. Honestly, what I do to make it even easier is just go to the City of Yuma government Facebook page. You have the post there with the link. Click it. And the thing is, I think the hardest part is actually just setting up the actual account, which is just your name, phone number, address, those simple things. And then you just add the bicycle ride to your cart and hit I agree on all those different, legal things that you have to go through.
Right.
And it's done, and if you have more people in your household like I did, you just add a participant, put their name, birthday, and emergency contact, and they're signed up too. So it makes it super easy.
It does, and it's better than 7 o'clock on Saturday morning where you're trying to make sure you've got your shoes on the right feet and the airs are
you got all of it, got your coffee in you and all those different things.
Forget all that thinking stuff. Just do it today.
You mentioned, the bicycle maintenance, kind of doing a check over and stuff. What if someone does encounter some challenges? Maybe their chain breaks or maybe their tire goes flat. It's 25 miles.
Yes. So we have Mr. B's is a big sponsor of the event, as I've mentioned previously, but they're also there to help support. I don't know their full capacities if you break a chain, if they'll be able to get you back on, but they're there for the simple stuff. However, if your bike has been sitting in the garage for 4 or 5 years and you haven't touched it,
you might want to pull it out.
You're going to have to do something before you get to the race.
And so on the other end of it, someone like myself who rides a lot of miles every week, get your bike tuned up.
Right.
Make sure you have sealant in your tires.
Yeah.
We are Yuma, Arizona. There is goat heads everywhere. Is goat heads everywhere. Oil those chains. Again, we do have an awesome team of technicians over at Mr. B's, no matter which one you decide to go to.
Right.
And they will make sure that your bike is ready to go and in tip-top shape so that you can do the ride and have a blast.
And they're fast. I dropped mine off, and by noon I had it back. So. They're fast. and they're good, but they're going to be there at the ride. So,
well, and you mentioned too, they do have pedal assist models too for people. Maybe you just want to kind of take a little break in between, or maybe can you use pedal assist to go up that hill?
Yes, you
oh
can.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
towards
So-
Kokopah.
There's distinction between pedal assist and power. I don't know the other
Like
term.
the e-bike, yeah.
Yeah, the e-bike you don't have to pedal. You can just throttle
Switch it,
it up,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
That's different. Pedal assist, I think, is better because you actually have to pedal,
You're
but
still working
it
it.
changes from like, okay, one pedal is now equal 3
Exactly.
or 5. So you can get going pretty fast.
You can.
And that hill becomes nothing.
And Teresa said that hill isn't very bad anyway.
It's not.
It's
It's
the only spot during that ride too. So
Yeah, the rest of it is all flat. It's funny. It is very much a family friendly ride. If you if you are, even if you're not an avid bicyclist, you know, like I said, there's plenty of stops. I know I wanted Ollie to try and ride. I don't think he's going to make the whole thing, but I am going to have him ride from Kokopah Corner into Somerton and let him try that stretch, you know, and get
You
him
gain
used
some
to it.
speed on that stretch.
Oh yeah, and so I think next year his legs will be a little bit longer and he'll be able to do the full ride with us. He does ride with us on a regular basis, so he is an experienced rider. But I was like, you know, let's just give him a little taste. And my brother of course is like, well, what if he wants to go more? He can go more. And I'm like, that is true, but he is he is 5, almost 6, you know. So I don't want to wear him out too much. But
and it's for all ages who can safely ride.
Right. Yeah, of course. But we've had fairly advanced in age riders and some fairly young riders. And again, if you want to go to just 1 or 2 stops, you have that option.
Again, just arrange for the
and it's another great way to promote our beautiful weather in October in Yuma. And for that specific terrain, is that similar to the area where they do the territorial marathon and half marathon in January?
Yes.
And the thing about that is that is a really prominent race. It's a qualifier for the Boston Marathon because it's flat. That's why people like it.
Right. It's a fast course. There is one other little hill, and that's going into San Luis. But San Luis has done a great job of going to a park, which is like halfway up the hill, and then so you get to rest, and then you take the rest of it to the border. So I mean, they made that change a year ago, and it's been better. I've been happier with it. Yeah.
If people do opt to go and cross over again, bring your proper documentation for that, will they need money for the stuff at the block party?
I would always bring money because I'm never exactly sure how the vendors are working, but the mayor promised me it would be the best party we've ever had associated with this ride.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means. He was new last year and I guess didn't understand the magnitude of the ride.
Oh, so now he does.
Now he does, yes. And so I expect to have a good time. And then we're there about an hour.
Yeah, it says the buses will be ready for pickup between 2 and 3 o'clock. It said on your
And sometimes we get them to come a little bit early. It kind of depends upon weather and how the crowds are doing. But CBP's got a special lane for us. So if you have the right documentation, which is one of the scanning kind, you know, it could be your Arizona
card?
ID. It could be Century. Could be the regular passport. It could be your the card passport. Any of those work. They can beep you right through, but they are checking. It's not like we get a free, hey, just cross the border free. So if you have like a birth certificate or whatever, you might need to come through the pedestrian line.
Okay.
But they're another great partner. I mean, so many people come together. That's what's amazing about this event is so many people come together from different agencies working together. And when we stop in Somerton hosts, right? And they want to show off their city, and Kokopah does the same thing. And so just to have San Luis does a great job. Just having that community participation and let the citizens see that we do work together.
Well, and honestly, I think one of the funnest things, you know, that I enjoyed last year, you know, there's a pretty long stretch from Somerton to Gadsden, and it's beautiful for one. I mean, you get to see things that you don't get to see every day, but you're riding next to people that you don't know, and just having these conversations, you know, it's you're meeting new people, and you know they're coming from Mexico, they're coming from all different areas to ride with you, so you want to have these conversations. It was you know, just meeting people along the ride.
Well,
and
speaking of seeing different things, I mean, it's agriculture season. It's really starting to kind of unfold right now, so you get to see the fields, but also with the rainfall we've had, the desert is
it's very green.
She is looking way different than she has
She
in a while.
is.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
city of Somerton and San Luis are growing a lot. And if you don't go that way, and to be able to see it from the perspective of your bike, is you're slowed down. You get to
Right.
see. I mean,
You
San
take
Luis,
everything in.
Yeah, the high school is all right. Somerton High School is right there. I mean, there's all these different new things. Like I said, city of Somerton is growing so much. You get to see it all from your bike.
Right. It is a great time, and I do like the lettuce running. Going through the lettuce fields. I'm not sure if the lettuce has grown.
It's
Where it's at.
Yeah,
Seems like a little bit later.
It's they're still kind of little.
Yeah, but you still have that beautiful, perfect stretch of agricultural land, and so that's part of the reason why we go that route. Is so the people who come in from out of town who don't get to understand our agricultural community like we get to, they get that opportunity to experience that.
Did we have a lot of winter friends that were riding last year?
We did. That came in a little bit. Some came in deliberately early
Okay.
for this ride.
Oh, great.
Because they usually kind of wait a little bit longer. So yeah, we've had people come in from Canada early and from across the country.
Well,
early.
it's a busy day. There's stuff happening
Yes.
all across the city, the county. So we encourage you, whatever you're participating in, have a good time. Do so safely. Be nice to each other and like to spread kindness. And
Exactly.
we encourage you just get out there and enjoy our beautiful weather.
Yes.
Sign up early.
Yes, we made it through the summer. We've earned this.
Yes.
So get out there and
Definitely.
ride.
Yeah.
So get signed up again. You can go to City of Yuma Government and just look for the flyer right there. They have the link, or you can go to yumaaz.gov. Just type in Mayor Ride, and it pops right up.
It should be easy to find.
It is.
It is. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Mayor.
Thanks for having me in, and look forward to you Saturday. You're gonna. make it there?
Teresa will be there.
I will be there.
She's representing. Okay.
If you're a purchase gift, I'll see you there later.
Well, I'll be there too. And
I'll ride my bike there.
in
No,
between,
I'm kidding.
there's a nap. Right
There is
there.
a nap.
Right.
There is a nap.
My bike is stationary. I don't leave the house. Thank you so much.
Thank
All right.
you.
Be safe, everyone, and be nice out there. Enjoy the beautiful weather today. Up next on Z93, it is the Bob and Sherry Show, followed by the 90s at noon with our very own DJ Hector B. And Outlaw Country has your favorite classic country music. This is KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma.